All right, guys, welcome to our senior silver and silver rank thread. This is going to be such a fun little initiative that we're doing. It was mainly, I think it was all actually Amy's idea. She wanted to kind of get everybody together and give them some kind of cross-line relationships, because we tend to kind of stick with the people that are in our immediate uplines teams, and we wanted to create some idea sharing, some synergy, just some unique perspectives, and everybody's personality is different, so kind of just get you guys together and really pour into you and help you guys hit silver, hit senior silver, because every single one of you on this call, even if you have 0 people on your team right now, could easily end this month senior silver. I have no doubt in my mind. So what we're going to do today is just show you guys how to have fun with this and how easy this is, and give you some tools in your toolbox and just some really actionable items. Feel free to take screenshots. We're recording, so you guys can rewatch it. Any kind of like document or information that we share, we'll be putting in the team pages as well, so that you guys can easily access that. But yeah, feel free to take notes, screen share, do all the things. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can get the PowerPoint started. Okay, let me change this over. So we wanted to start out by saying exactly what it is, because I know sometimes there can be some confusion as to just what senior silver is and what silver is. Just so you guys are aware, senior silver is actually not a rank in the system right now. It is being recognized as a rank via pay, via fast start, via all those things, but your rank title in the back office will not change from silver. So just be aware that that's not something that's going to happen. You're going to be recognized. They're working to get it in as a permanent addition into the comp plan. So I'm really excited about that, but just so you're aware on that. Silver, you have to have 3 personally sponsored ambassadors all at the same time. So that are commission qualified all at the same time. Commission qualified meaning they have a welcome pack or they have at least 100 PV, either one. So once you hit silver, those all have to be your level 1s. You'll see 15 points in the back office and your silver. So senior silver is helping basically 10 friends. You have to get to 50 points. 3 of those have to be, again, your personally sponsored ambassadors. But beyond that, you can help your 3 sign 3, and then you have 6, and then you just have to sign 4 more. However that looks like to you is totally awesome. So many people do it all on their own. Others are lucky enough to have a running partner right away, and you guys are running and building together. Either way, it's totally up to you. So we wanted to, let me fix this real quick. Hold on. There we go. I hate this Zoom, part of Zoom. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to fix it for the recording, the little like face box that pops up. So this strategy for silver and senior silver, you guys, like I said on the previous screen, this is mainly all about you guys. This is what you're doing in your business. If you're lucky enough to have other people sponsoring as well, that is amazing. But for the most part, this is going to be something that you do on your own. So it's going to be you tapping into your network, sharing your love of these products, referring your friends to these products, just like you would. And we've talked about this a lot on the team pages, HelloFresh or anything like that, sharing something that you love with the people that you love. And it turns into just a numbers game, you guys. The more you talk to people, the more success you're gonna have, the more you post about it, the more you be about it, the more you align with the brand. So our brand has always been health and happiness. And so making sure that your social media and what you're putting out there kind of aligns with wellness, positivity, the lifestyle of it, and educating on gut health and all those types of things. Are we pursuing perfection here, and you can never stop in for a Starbucks or Chick-fil-A or something like that? No, but maybe don't post about it every day, right? So just living that kind of that brand and everything like that. The biggest key within these 2 ranks is allowing your sponsor in or somebody in your upline in to help coach with three-way chats. And Amy might want to hop in here and talk a little bit about her experience with three-way chats and kind of what it did within her business.
Yeah, so I actually tell people that I got to gold, almost all the way to senior gold, using three-way chats. I was brand new to Plexus. I didn't know anything. To get to silver, I just shared with my best friend, and she didn't have a choice. Like, I sent her 3 sticks in the mail, didn't even put a note in it, and then texted her and said, "You're going to do this with me. Like, I want you to take this pink drink." My college roommate, and then my parents, so my mom signed up. But then I was posting very regularly and just really excited. You know, it's like that new excitement that you have. And anytime someone would comment, Sarah was my upline sponsor, who I did not know. We actually did not meet in person until after I had ranked silver. And so anytime someone would comment on my post, I would just say, "Hey, I'm going to send you a message." And then I would put them in a message with Sarah. And I would say, "Hey, this is my friend Sarah. She knows way more about Plexus than I do. You know, Sarah, this is my friend Michelle. She was curious about Plexus." And then I would just sit back and do nothing and let Sarah run the conversation. Not only did that get all of my people closed, maybe not at that exact second, but eventually to get to gold, to get all the way to senior gold, it's also then how, as a new ambassador, I learned how to talk about Plexus, answer questions, how to use like positive language, how to close, how to support people, and how to even, you know, not be salesy, how to like let them lead the conversation or let them lead their decision. We just have to bring them to a point of making a decision, right? But then the decision is up to them. And so I love three-way chats, and my big, huge tip about them is do not ask. Because if somebody asked me even right now to go in a three-way chat, I would say no, right? Like, do you want to go in a chat with a stranger you don't know? No way. But then if you do it, they love it. And even now I have people, I'm bringing this back up again because just last week, Allie and Heather, they both have been working this business forever. They don't need a three-way chat with me because they're learning. They put me in three-way chats just for that third-party validation. And both of their people shared things with me, a complete stranger, that they had never shared with Allie or Heather. And so also use three-way chats for that sort of validation. So anyway, jump back in there. I love them.
Yeah. No worries. The three-way chats are just brilliant because people have preconceived notions about what your expertise is, what your knowledge is, you know, that kind of thing. And they've known you. You've done life with them more than likely, or they have some kind of idea about who you are and where your knowledge base lies. Bringing somebody else in on the three-way chat is the easiest way to grow your business and take the pressure off yourself from knowing all the things. And just like Amy said, it teaches you how to answer certain questions that they have that, you know, otherwise might completely stall the flow of the conversation because you have to go, I don't know, I'm going to go find that answer for you, right? And this is, you know, instant because we've been around for, you know, so long. We understand more than likely all the answers to the questions that they're going to ask. So it's a really brilliant way to do it. I personally went silver, and I just wanted to share this as well because I think it helps you guys kind of understand. I personally went silver before I posted to Facebook, and I actually called up a couple of my friends and just told them about Plexus and, you know, what I had been taking and why I decided to join. And I had actually already at that point seen my sponsor upline's commissions check. And so I was sharing that with them as well. And so I was dually sharing both the business as well as the products with every single person I was talking to. And I was super excited because I had hope. I had already seen some awesome results within my depression and anxiety situation that I had going on. But then I also had this belief in the income. And you guys do not have to have a testimony to start sharing at all. This is just like anything else that you're referring them to try it with you, alongside you. And if they don't like it, there's a 60-day money back guarantee, right? So you do not have to have any sort of testimony you start sharing. And in fact, it's actually better if you start from day one, because they see your entire journey. They see from the first sip of pink drink and, oh my gosh, this actually tastes good. I was expecting medicine, or, you know, make it funny, something like that. And then they see the progression over time of, okay, you know, I'm starting to have more energy now. And just sharing those little tidbits of the story adds belief, and they feel involved in your journey, as opposed to hopping on Facebook 6 months in and saying I lost 50 pounds or whatever. And then that expectation of just weight loss, or the expectation of, okay, that's the start. Now I'm going to start paying attention to what she's doing. Well, you've already hit your goal. So what are you going to share from there? That's going to be very difficult, right? So setting yourself up like this, letting them know, be like, I don't know where this is going to take me. You know, I'm trying it. And kind of going from there is a brilliant way of doing it. So I'm going to talk about this, and then I'll kick it back over to Amy. But one of the big things that I always talk about within Plexus, and just figuring out, you know, exactly what we need to be doing in our business and our network, and what we're going to be posting, all of that, is identifying who actually is in your network. Who are the people that you're actually trying to reach? I was a marketing major in college. And one of the things that we always, you know, in our advertising classes and marketing, because that's, I mean, it's essentially what this is. You're kind of advertising this business, these products, that kind of thing, in a more personal sense. But you have to know your audience. You have to know who you're speaking to, who you're trying to attract in, because those are the points that you're going to want to hit. Those are the types of posts that you're going to want to make. If you go through your network and go through your top 5, who are the people that you do your life with, who, you know, who are your inner circle, so to speak. They could be friends, family, coworkers, whoever that is. And then you look at your next 10 people that, you know, really need these products or need this opportunity. There's a need there. And then the 10 best who would be phenomenal at this. If you look for those 25 people, I want you guys to take a step back and think, okay, so is there some commonalities within these people? Do I have an ideal customer? And more than likely you do, because we tend to surround ourselves with people that are in similar stages of life, age groups, maybe even occupations, gender. I know most of my newsfeed is females. I have a lot of males on there too, but the gross, like it's hugely proportionately larger female on my newsfeed. And then the stage of life is mainly people that I grew up with or went to college with, or had some kind of interaction with within, you know, coworkers and that sort of thing. So figuring out who you're marketing to, if you're marketing to a bunch of medical professionals versus stay-at-home moms, or teachers, or, you know, what all that looks like, different, you know, college age kids versus retirement age people, kind of figuring that out so that you know which types of posts, and you can think and you can hone it in on, okay, these are my top 25 people that I really, really want on my team. Keep them in mind whenever you're going to post. Look online and see who's online at that point before you make your post, and then that way you can hopefully have them specifically see your post. But this exercise, for me, physically writing these names down, was really eye-opening for me, and it gave me a whole lot of direction, and it empowered me on what to be doing every single day when I'm sitting down at the computer. Amy, do you want to take it away on the activities that we want to be doing right now?
Yes. So when it comes to silver and senior silver, I actually like to keep it really, really simple. And the biggest thing is just sharing with posting. But now, guys, with this new Plexus Engage app, we definitely want to make sure we are all using it, if only right now to send 10% off to people. Like, the company is covering 10% off their first order, like their welcome packs, or their first order as a customer, but it's only through the app. It's very simple. It's the Plexus Engage app. So you do want to make sure you're using it. And you can send samples through it. You can send all kinds of information. They're going to keep loading it with more and more videos and info sheets, but definitely download that Engage app. Now, if you're going for silver, like I said, like Sarah said, just reach out to your inner circle. As we look, though, for senior silver, you're going to want to kick that up a little bit more, right? So download the app. Make sure you're sharing. And I had someone once tell me that when you're sharing about Plexus on social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or anything, you want to look at it as a conversation that never ends. So you're not going to be able to tell them all the things in one post, nor are you going to get everyone interested and want to hurry up and order in one post. So it's a conversation you have over time. I love to share about gut health and immunity and chemicals in our food and recipes. And that is kind of my gamut of things I like to share about. So find what that is with you. When I first started, I was like Sarah, I shared my journey. My very first post was like, hey, I've never heard of this pink drink. Like, I'm not sure it's going to work, but I'm pretty excited about it. It tastes good. I think I'm feeling better. And share your journey and then just educate them on the other things. It does not have to be complicated. In fact, you don't even have to know about gut health to share. I didn't know anything about gut health when I started. I didn't know what a leaky gut was. I just knew I'd ordered these products and I was feeling pretty good. And that's what I shared about. We do, though, have, once you start looking at senior silver, we do have a lot more resources. You're welcome to use these as silver too. But I know for me, when I was going for silver, I was like, I just want 3 people. Like, I don't have a lot of time. I just have 10 minutes to be on my phone. So here, I'm going to message my friends. But we have this thing called the Wellness Lounge. And if you are not in the Wellness Lounge, this is becoming one of our best team resources. It's kind of our deposit bank for all things testimony. And instead of trying to find a testimony in there and screenshotting it or copying it or something to send to somebody, you want to do the add tag message method, ATM. So add anyone who's curious, anyone who's asked you about it, add them to the Wellness Lounge, but then you have to tag them in something specific. Because if you just add them, they're going to be like, what is this giant group with all of these people? Tag them in something specific. So if I have someone who is concerned about migraines and wants to know if Plexus could help, I'm going to find a migraine testimony that I think they could relate to. I'm going to tag them in it. Then I'm going to follow up with that message. So for those activities, you want to try to do that with like 10 people, right? Get 10 people, add, tag, message, have a goal of those 3-way chats. Go back and look at some of your Facebook posts you may have already made. And if anyone's commented, right, follow up and see if you can get some people in those 3-way messages. And then, guys, we have so many resources on our team. I want people to look at it as a buffet. Like, no one should ever say, like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know what to do. There's so much. If you need a launch event to, like, you're like, you know what, I want to share Plexus with a whole bunch of people, let's do a launch event. If you're like, well, I only have like 2 people that I really want to get an event this week, get them in a team event, right? And then look in the back office, or your virtual office, I guess is what we call it now, because they are full of resources. And the Plexus New Ambassador Academy, which is the corporate run Facebook group, it is fabulous. If you just go in there and look at the first 3 units and literally do then the tasks, you are going to get silver. You are going to get senior silver. You can go to that next page, Sarah, because when you see those activities and you actually do them, it's huge. So this is the ATM method. It's the send, share, invite. And really it's the third-party tool because we don't have to know everything. That's why we have all of these resources, right? So add them to that Wellness Lounge. I don't like to do it without giving them a heads up, right? Like nobody wants to be added to these Facebook groups without knowing. So there's a quick little blurb. You can say, hey, I know you were wondering about migraines. I saw something that reminded me of you. I think you're going to be able to relate to it. I'm going to add you to this group. As soon as you accept the invitation, I'm tagging you in this testimony. And then you tag them in it, whether it's a live or a written post, and then send them a message and ask them a specific question. Do not ask people generic questions like, what'd you think, right? Because then people are like, yeah, it was okay. Or yeah, it was good. These are those questions like, how are you today? Even if you're having the worst day ever, you're like, I'm great. It's just those automatic responses. So you want to be specific. Like, what was your favorite part of the video? Was there something she said that you could relate to, right? Like be specific. And those help build belief very, very well. I even like to just add my new ambassadors or my new customers to the lounge just so they can see all of the other things that Plexus can do. And then once you've done that and they reply back to that message, then that sets you up to go into that 3-way chat. Okay?
Absolutely. And I was going to add to that too, on this ATM method, one of the things that I love doing it, using this kind of system for is follow-ups too. So if somebody has gone silent on you, this is a great way to be like, I was just in our wellness lounge today, or our testimony group, whatever you want to call it, and I saw this. It made me think of you. And I know we talked about last time that you and your migraines, you're having difficulty with them. This person found relief, and I thought you might be interested in it, and it's a great way to restart that conversation, and then, take it from there. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about this, because you guys, this is one of our newest things that we're doing, and it's working so amazing. And so what this is posted in Team Taylor, this graphic, and what this does is it is a roadmap for you guys for silver. It is a roadmap to add 3 people. It's a roadmap to help your people add 3 people as well if you're going for senior silver. So all you have to do it is, this over on the left-hand side of the screen, it just talks about what is in it for you, like what you get out of adding 3 people, having those 3 referrals join your team. But on the right-hand side, this is where the magic is, you guys. This is so prescriptive and duplicatable, and you can just easily walk through these 4 steps, and you're going to have conversations, you're going to have potentials, you're going to have the ability to have at least 5 3-way chats, all of those types of things. And it even has a post example at the end. So the big thing is, immediately after you join, this is specifically targeted at brand new ambassadors. Hop on the phone with your sponsor, download the Engage app, and they're going to show you how to access your referral link, because that's a really big part of being able to refer people in, right? You find your referral link, and then you are going to share it. If you share it with 3 people, just like you would share HelloFresh links after you sign up for the HelloFresh service, and it pops up and it says, would you like $20? Of course you want $20, right? So they're like, here's your referral link. If you share this link and people purchase off of it, they're going to get $40 off, and you're going to get $20 off your next purchase, right? Well, ours is more robust than that. You can see it on the left-hand side of the screen. So the first step is to make that list of 5 people, which we already talked to you guys about. You guys are a step ahead of all this. And then it even has the reach out information, the reach out script, precisely on what you have to say. You guys make it your own, personalize it, but that's the general gist, right? So send that to those 5 people. If they say yes, put them in a 3-way chat. And then the next step is making a post about this, and the post verbiage is right there. We have so many people doing this and having so much success already. We had people go silver off of it already. So it's really, really fabulous. You guys, this is just so easy. And for you guys, like I said, going for super silver, for you guys to just duplicate this with your ambassadors that are signing up too, and just lead them and show them exactly where to find their link, show them what to post, be prescriptive with them, give them the things. Most of the hesitation people have with starting to share and referring people in is they don't know what to say. So this answers all of those questions for you and makes it super, super easy. We also have the Ambassador Toolkit. This is directed at those of you signing and for the Business Builder, and it actually just kind of leads you through as the Business Builder too. Same verbiage, same thing, just you send it out kind of thing. All right, so Amy, do you want to go over this aspect real quick?
Yeah, so I like to set goals. And one thing I wanted to tell you guys, whether it's silver or senior silver, I can remember when I first decided, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try this as a business and see where it can go. I found Eric Worre's memory jogger, and you basically just write down the names of 100 people. And some of them you don't even need to know their name. It's like the UPS guy or the mailman, right? I want you guys to do that. We're going to talk about the network map, right? That it says 25 people on your network. I want you to make it better and make a list of 100 people. That does not mean you are going to send some cruddy, copy paste cold message to 100 people. No, what it means is you're going to write their name down. And when we put their names out in the universe, or we see them on paper, you're going to be surprised what happens, right? You're going to be thinking about them. You might even make some posts with them in mind. You might even be thinking how can I help them? And more often than not, it's so crazy, guys. They're gonna reach out to you. They're gonna comment on post, and you don't even have to do anything with all 100. Okay, so these are what I want you guys to do as your goals this week. I would love for everyone on this call, everyone watching the recording who's going for silver and senior silver, to lock arms and be like, let's make this a community, guys. Let's get in a chat and let's cheer each other on. Let's share ideas, right? We're going to do a Plexus post and a story every single day, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or both. Okay, bye, Lauren. She had to hop off. Also, I want you guys this week to think of 10 people that you can add and tag and message in the Wellness Lounge. And think it out, right? You're not just going to just grab 10 random names off Facebook and just throw them in the group. Like, really make it thought out and how you can bless these people. I want you to make it a goal to do 10 three-way chats. And guys, that might come later in the week after you've made some posts and after you've added some people to the lounge, right? Then that network map, I want you to make it better than 25. I want you to just brain dump 100 people. When I did it in Excel. I had it color-coded. I had whether I thought people would want it for their health, their weight loss, or the business, or both. I didn't keep up with that, guys. So like, even if you throw it on a piece of scratch paper, just brain dump everyone you can think of. And then this week, aim for 2 good Plexus discussions every day with new people, and log into that Engage app to get some things that you can share that would help prompt that conversation. If you guys do this if you knock all of these things out by the end of the week, there's zero doubt in my mind you're going to be silver or senior silver.
Absolutely. And logging those people into that Engage app, when you guys get stuck on who to go follow up with, who to talk to, that kind of thing, you don't have to put any of their contact information, just their name. It takes 2 seconds to do. You just go to that and look through your prospect list and think, oh gosh, I totally forgot about Amanda. You know, I do that all the time. Even if they're a close friend, I'm like, I totally forgot she reached out, right? So that's the cool thing, because a lot of people are going to reach out from your posts that aren't necessarily on your list of 25 or 100. Okay, and wrapping up, and sorry, I skipped ahead earlier. Wrapping up, I'm going to talk about the resources to use real quick, and then we're done. So connecting through social, the trainings that we have on the team pages, trainings that corporate has, and the trainings that are on their main corporate page. The corporate Facebook page actually has wellness events and trainings every single day. So that's huge. Definitely subscribe to them. The events that we're going to be hosting, we have an income opportunity call today with Amanda Grubb, and she is going to be hosting that. That's a great time for you guys to log on, learn about our compensation plan yourself, and invite a couple friends to listen and hear about the opportunity as well. Later on this week, we have a gut health event and kind of explanation. Zoom, just the same thing. It's a webinar, and Taryn's going to be hosting that, and you guys can invite to that for those of your friends that want to learn a little bit more about the products and gut health. The biggest thing that you guys can do on the team page is get familiar with the units. Those units are not only there to help you, but there to help your new ambassadors as you onboard them as well. It has everything that you need to know about getting started on the products, everything you need to know about getting started in the business. They're found on the left-hand side of the page if you're on your computer. If you're on a phone, I can't remember exactly where they are. I think it's at the top for iPhone users, but click on the units and look through. Tons of resources there, you guys, even launch party templates, all the things. So you can use those launch guides to host a launch party as well, or your sponsor, even better, can do it for you. The new Ambassador Academy, like we said, on Facebook is corporate led by experts in network marketing. So you're going to get some new, fresh ideas. I am not an expert. I've just done it. These people are experts. So I'm learning as I go. They've been in the industry their entire lives and are students of the industry. The Wellness Lounge, like we said, virtual office, the new ambassador training is back there. The virtual office is basically your hub and your source for so much information. You guys, huge thing to do there is to look through and just kind of get familiar with the information that's back there. You can find everything from product information sheets that you can share as third-party tools that look kind of like almost like a white paper. It talks about even if there's been clinical studies on it, it's in there, the ingredients, links, all the things, so you guys can find those. There's shareables that have so much information that you can make your own, but it's educational for you. There's also product trainings. That new ambassador training walks you through kind of all of that, and so that's the best place to start. It has 3 separate steps. And then you can access customer service back there. And I wanted to take a second to talk about customer service really quick. I posted some links on Team Taylor of different things that you can get accomplished without having to call in or chat in. So definitely check those out. But like, you know, it has reships if something was lost, all kinds of stuff like that. But if you guys are planning on needing to contact customer service, I highly recommend doing the chat feature before emailing in or calling in. And if you call in, I love our company, but they are inundated right now with lots and lots and lots of people joining and ordering and doing all the things, and their customer service is working from home because of COVID. So just something to keep in mind. If you leave your name for a callback, I can almost guarantee you're not going to get a call back, okay? So don't do that. Hop on chat. Sending an email works as well, but you have to recognize that email is not going to be handled from a prioritization standpoint as quick as phone and chat, okay? Chat is my #1 way to get anything solved. That way you have the log of exactly what that you guys talked about, and it's the quickest and most efficient. You can do that from your phone or your computer. The Engage app is a huge resource. We kind of already talked about all of that. You can offer 10% off first orders through the Engage app. Like, that is the #1 reason to download and use it. I signed somebody up yesterday and last night actually, and I just sent her the link and normal sign up instructions, and I hadn't admittedly sent anything else from that app, but she got the 10% off sign up. Super, super awesome. And she was happy, I was happy. Awesome. And then accountability partners, you guys, we're going to put you guys into a chat with each other. Anybody that had indicated they want to go silver, and we want you guys to really use all of these tools, our Rank Makers chat, to further your business, get accountability partners, get inspiration from each other, be positive, and kind of grow together and just run. That is one of the best things I ever did in this business, was find somebody that was at a similar stage as me, idea share, and move forward in our business together. So Amy, did you want to add anything to that before we wrap everything up?
I was just going to say, you guys have all commented on the post, and what ideally, we don't want to be the ones to do it. Like, it's not Sarah and I forcing you guys to do things, but I would love to see it if you find other people that have commented, say on the silver and senior silver, and you guys start a chat thread. And let's run to silver and senior silver here for July, because you guys can totally do it. I think that would be super fun. One of my biggest blessings of Plexus is my sideline relationships of support. You know, oftentimes when you're going for a goal, or even if you're just helping someone get results, you feel like you're all alone, right? You know, or maybe you feel like your sponsor, they're not silver, they don't get it, you know, they're ruby, they're senior ruby. So I just feel like if you guys can connect, you're just gonna have so much more fun with this.
Yes, and always keep it positive, you guys, in those chats. Excuse me. Always vent up if something's going wrong within your business. Look at it from a solutions perspective as opposed to a vent perspective. If you truly need to vent, because we all do, vent up to your upline, never out, because that negative energy is such a, it's easily transferable, right? And it brings everybody down. If you need solutions in your business, bringing everything from a solutions-oriented perspective is fabulous. Yes, we want that. We want the collaboration and the idea sharing. We don't want somebody going on and being like, I hate Plexus, like today sucks, blah, blah, blah. No, we don't need any of that. And I don't think that that's, you know, constructive for anybody. And I think you guys understand that. But these little groups, you guys, they're going to be brilliant for you. So I highly encourage it. And then I highly, like we said, we're going to be running the Rank Makers chat. If you're not in there, let us know, because you want to be in there. If you are building a business, excuse me, building a business with Plexus, that is where it's fast paced. You'll want to turn off the notifications, but It is fabulous for getting help instantly, for idea sharing and all of that as well. So we got you guys, and don't be a stranger. Reach out, use your uplines, ask us questions, use the team pages for questions, all of that. So that's all I got. Thank you guys. Bye.